breakout Zoom where we are just doing our own team meetings, and I'm seriously so excited to start doing this. It's going to be a smaller group, more intimate and personal, and I think it's going to be freaking awesome. Me and Meredith have a lot of awesome things lined up over the next few weeks, so you want to make sure that this is a regular thing you are hopping on. So there's, well, not, I guess we can't include today. So there's 9 days left in this month. So we were thinking that the most important thing to really kind of address right now is enrollments and how to get enrollments, because whether you're looking for distributors or customers, like we are in crunch time. We have our goals. They are so close we could taste them. And now we've got to capitalize and take advantage of the last 9 days and take those goals and dreams and make them a reality. So I want you guys to put in the chat what you're claiming for this month, what you're going to do in the next 9 days, whether you're going to hit Ruby, whether you're going to be commission qualified, whether you're going to get yourself to the 500 club, whatever goal you're pushing for that you're stepping out in faith, believing that you can accomplish. I want to see it in the chat. Okay, so we've got Diamond and Ruby, Hubby Rocks for Ruby. I love it. I love it. Diamond. No matter effing what. Diamond. Ruby. I love it. We've got so many amazing promotions on this table, and I'm so excited because we have a record amount of people close to their promotions. Guys, just for our team alone, we've never had more than one person promote on their own in a month, and we are looking at 9 promotions. There are 9 of you on my team specifically, not even counting Meredith and her team. 9 of you within reach of your goals, within 1,000, 2,000 of your goals. It's insane the jump we took from last month. Last month we had 1 Ruby. Month before we had 1 Ruby. Month before we had 1 Ruby. Guys, 9 freaking promotions this month. That's huge, and that's because of you. That's because you decided to stop being in a rut. You decided to go out and put in the work. You were new, you caught the vision, and you ran. You decided, you put in the work, and you guys are so close to your goals. And I seriously could not be more proud of you guys and all you put into this. So I want to go over some tips on how to capitalize and get enrollment. So I'm going to share a couple tips, then I'm going to throw it over to Meredith and let her share some of what she's doing, and then I'll wrap us out. So I've got 5 tips to go over. 1 is you've got to plant. The farmer is not going to harvest the same day he plants the seeds. So if you are not harvesting now, that means you have nothing in the ground. You've got nothing that you're nurturing, and you've got nothing growing. It's so important to plant in order to see that harvest. And you are going to get some seeds that you're going to plant, and it's like the freaking bean from like the beanstalk story, and it just pops up and you get it instantly. But a lot of it's not going to be that way. A lot of it is going to be putting in the work consistently when you don't feel like it, getting the host to post up, doing the things so that when Friday comes, you have all week of host to post that you get to capitalize on payday. And you're getting these enrollments, and you're getting these enrollments because of the work you do the day before, and the day before, and the day before. So it's so important to be doing all the planting. Think of it this way. I love this analogy of like your business is a funnel. So every time you're talking to a new potential, you're putting another name in the funnel. Now, if you put 5 names in here, they're going to come out because there's like the little hole at the end of the funnel, but it's going to trickle. It's going to be slow because there's no pressure. But if you fill that funnel with all these names, there's so much pressure, you're putting out a full stream, a consistent stream of enrollments coming out of this because you have so much pressure in. So just like whether we're planting or we're filling a funnel, we've got to be bringing in potentials. If you bring in a potential a day, you are growing your business. Enrollments are going to get you the promotion, but potentials are going to get you the enrollments. So that is more important any day. You can't judge your success by the enrollments. Oh, I did not have a successful day. I didn't sign a customer. Screw that. Like if you brought in potentials, if you planted those seeds, your day is a success because you are moving to a stronger tomorrow. And I know it's so easy when you have goals to feel 10,000 miles away, especially when you get this close. Guys, if you don't feel like you can't hit your goal, then your goal's not big enough, okay? It will always feel like it's falling apart before it comes together. So I had a really freaking crappy 2 days. I had enrollments both today and yesterday, but they were from seeds I planted before. I just wasn't really feeling it. I wasn't feeling good. been sick. We've got like a freaking like stomach bug. So my dog's been throwing up today. My sister's sick. My husband's sick. I don't feel good. It's just been a couple of like rough days. And so I was sitting here and I was like, I've got to go, talk to you guys about enrollments, and I haven't done a dang thing today. So I sat there for 30 minutes. I took 30 minutes before I hopped on and a message for host to post. In that time, I got up to 23 host to post before I hop on here. So don't tell me you don't have time to work your business. I took 30 very focused and intense minutes. I got up 23 host to post because I'm planting seeds, because I know where I'm going tomorrow and I know I got to harvest. So I don't want any excuses that you don't have time. Go make it happen. I don't want the excuse that I don't have people to talk to. Ooh, there's a billion people out in the universe. Go add some new friends. And that's going to take me to point number 2, is that fresh fish jump first, okay? The fresh people you're adding, the fresh potentials you're adding, those are the people who are going to buy. Yes, the fortune is in the follow-up. Yes, we've got to constantly be following up with people. But the more new you bring in, the quicker things are going to happen. And it's so crazy because there's this like mental thing that when you start having enrollments, you start attracting enrollments. So I'm sitting here and I've, fresh fishing in the crap out of it. I hit my 5,000 max. I deleted 1,000 friends and I've added all of them back. So I'm back at 5,000. It's ridiculous. But I'm having all of these enrollments because I'm host to posting so much and I'm reaching out to so many people and I'm growing my network so much. Let me tell you, I've had 3 people today message me that I have not spoke to since August or before ready to order. What on earth? Why would that happen? It's because I'm putting out there in the universe that I'm working. God is seeing I'm putting my foot forth. He's seeing what I'm doing. He's like, okay, I'm going to help out. Here's my little kiss of a touch. This person you haven't talked to, they're ready to order. This person you haven't talked to, they're ready to order. And it's because I'm doing the work. I'm being intentional. I'm being focused. I'm putting it out there. So the more you are doing, the more that is going to be done, if that makes sense. Like the more you put out there, the more that is going to come back to you. The third thing is mindset, because what you tell yourself is your truth. So if you tell yourself you can't sign customers, sorry, you can do all the host to posts you want, but you're not going to mass enroll. You are not going to sign customers because what you tell yourself is your truth. If you tell yourself, you know what, I'm going to sign a bazillion customers, I'm the mass enroller. You know what, you may not be today and you may not be tomorrow and you may not be the next day, but if you're consistently telling yourself, I can do this, I can sign customers, I can mass enroll, one day you're going to wake up and be like, holy crap, I did it. Holy crap, I'm doing the thing. And it's because each day you are taking the time to tell your thoughts where to go. You are taking the time to value your mind because, guys, we want to be negative. I don't freaking know why, because it's like the pain and the tushy thing, but we want to be negative. We want to tell ourselves that we can't do it because if I sit here and tell you it's like, oh, I just can't do that, that's way easier than telling you I failed, telling you I tried and failed. It's so much easier to just write ourselves out. But I challenge you to instead write yourself in, write yourself up. Tell yourself you can do hard things. Tell yourself you can have those enrollments and then write them down. Get crystal clear. For the longest time, I talked all kinds of crap about personal development, journaling, affirmations, the whole shebang. I talked so much crap because I thought it was stupid. And needless to say, the things that grow in my business are the things that I write down. The things that die in my business are the things that I forget to write. So when I'm having a time that my enrollments are up, it's because I am taking the time to focus my attention in that area. I'm writing my affirmations and I'm saying that my team mass enrolls, I mass enroll. God is blessing the work of my hands. My host posts are blowing up. I have people coming to me wanting to join my team I've never even talked to before. My customers want to buy on first contact, things like that, things super specific. And then I write it. And then I write the same thing tomorrow. And I write the same thing the next day. And then on Thursday, out of nowhere, all the things that I've been writing all week just start happening. I just have people coming to me. I have people just lining up. I had a distributor I signed up yesterday, never spoke to before, messaged me, is like, hey, I want to sign up and order product at the same time. Signed up as a distributor on the spot and brought in 105 in volume on her own. Because I'm putting out there, that's the quality of people I want. That's what I'm attracting. And when you are putting out there and you are intentional and you are crystal clear, that is what you are going to attract and that is what you are going to bring in. And as much as personal development is important, so is business development. So not only do you need to be growing your mind, your focus, and your belief and confidence, but you've got to be growing your wisdom. Because guys, you can beat a dead horse. Like, we don't want to invent a new wheel, but we got to be creative. You know, the same thing is not going to work every single day for the next 32 years. You've got to figure out something else. You've got to figure out new wording. And the thing is you don't have to reinvent the wheel, but you've got to figure out what wheel fits you. And my wheel may not fit your car. And you try to drive with it and you're like clanking around, but it'd be so much easier that you go out and you watch the YouTube trainings and, you know, find someone like Jocelyn Yates and say her tire fits your car, her wheel works. So you start using her scripts and her approaches. All of a sudden, your car starts running smoothly. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's Carrie Young. Maybe it's Kelsey Thornton. There's so many amazing leaders out there. And maybe it's several. Maybe you take a tire from each of them to put on your car, and that's how you roll down and make it go easy. But you've got to be growing and getting those ideas from all different avenues. Because as much as I love to think that I know everything and I'm the best leader in the planet, guys, there are people who know things that I don't know. And there are people that you are going to connect with stronger than you will with me. And it's so important to go out and find those people. The fourth thing is that the fortune is in the follow-up. As much as we want people to jump on and order and sign and all on the first day, most of the time they don't. And so it's so important to, one, be organized. If you are not organized, you are missing potential. I went through a phase and I just stopped keeping notes and keeping up with anything. And guys, my business was actively dying because I didn't have a new pool. I didn't have anything to take from, like, people to take from. So I got out my notebook this month. I started this notebook on the 1st, no names in it. At this point in time, I'm like 12 pages in it of 2 columns of names of potential customers and distributors. Not because I'm some crazy person, not because I'm just like awesome, but because I am intentional and I'm not letting one single person slip through the cracks, because I know that for big promotions and big goals, I require big action and I need every ounce of volume and I need every potential distributor to be in my line of focus. I can't let a single person slip through the cracks. So we've got to keep organized. We've got to keep those names in front of us, who we're talking to, who's interested, and then we got to talk to them. Whether we are following up via messaging them, whether we're just going to their page and commenting on their stuff. Like, I like to, especially with my potential distributors, go through their pages once every other day. Like, I'll message them one day, the next day, I'm going to go through their page. I'm going to find their most recent post and I'm going to go comment. Like, oh my gosh, your shirt is so cute. Or who knows what, I may tell them their baby's cute, even if it's ugly, it's fine. We're just going to be friends one day and it's fine. I'll lie to your face too. But I'm going out and I'm building those relationships because those people are going to think of me as their friend, not as a person trying to recruit them to some business. Because I'm taking the time out of my day to get to know them. I can tell you what their baby looks like because I just told them it was cute, and trust me, I didn't think so. I can tell you what the shirt they look like, and I can ask them where they got it, and then I tell you 3 days later if I go and buy it myself, because I'm building relationships, not just talking to people. And so it's so important, whether it is customers or distributors, that we are taking the time to follow up. We're taking the time to remember their people and to build those relationships. And then the last thing is specifically for distributors, you just have to talk to everybody. Like, literally everybody. You have someone interested in product, cool, mention the business. You have someone host a post for you, guys, every host a post you get up should also have a message about the business. If they post for you wanting $300, guess what else they need? $300 more than once in a drawing. They literally are asking you for this business. They just don't know it yet. So we're getting massive amounts of host to post up because we're doing massive goals. So guess what? That is a massive list of people that you can reach out to about the business. So don't miss that opportunity. Talk to everyone because you never know who's going to want to join this, and you never know who your next ambassador diamond is going to be. So that's all I got. Meredith, if you want to unmute yourself and take it away.
Hey guys, Mariah over here talking about ugly babies. That is not nice. Okay, so I have a few things written down. It's basically pretty much the same thing that she went over, but just kind of a couple other tips that I have. I always have to talk about self-development because if you're not growing your mind, you're never going to go anywhere. So like she was saying, it's crazy the power in it. When I first joined, so I have been in the business for 6 months, and I hit Ruby my first month in, and then I never lost my rank, but I was stuck there. I couldn't get any further, and everyone was telling me to do self-development, and of course, I was like, oh yeah, I do that all the time. You know, I watch YouTube videos and everything, but I hadn't made it a point, no matter what, I would do it every single day. And when I started doing that and intentionally focusing on what parts of me, you know, taking the time to realize maybe parts of you that you want to strengthen and get better, like when you focus in on those things, it's crazy how much it changes your whole outlook on everything. It's kind of like when you go buy a car, you're thinking about going and buying a car, and then all of a sudden, everywhere you look, there's 80 million of them everywhere. It's literally the exact same thing. It's as simple as I can put it. I've always had pretty decent enrollments. You know, I signed distributors and everything, but I never had really anybody that would stick or would be working really hard and everything. And so I shifted my focus, and like I do the journaling Zoom every single day, but like I intentionally journal every single day about my ideal distributor. You know, I thank God for the distributors He's going to bring into my life that are very nice, they're caring, they're hardworking, they catch the vision, you know, and I specifically character traits of what I'm looking for. And then all of a sudden, these people that I'm signing, I'm looking at some of their faces right now. They are literally in my journal. I can open up my journal page from a month ago and I explain the person right there. Like once you start putting that out into the world, I know that it feels weird in the beginning because I did not do it. Like I was like, that's crazy. This is not working. I'm not doing it. They're all crazy, you know? So I didn't do it. And finally I was like, you know what, if I am Ruby one more month, I don't know what I'm going to do. And so I changed. I put in the effort. I did the things everyone's telling you to do. It's not that we have some sort of secret box of tools that we're using. It's that we're taking these things and we're implementing them and we're putting in the work every single day and we're growing our mindset. So, hold on, I have notes over here. I'm going to get all nervous and flustered. The host to post, you know, we all talk about getting up at least 5 to 10 every single day. I definitely get 10 up every single day. And if I don't, like we all are going to have our moments where we don't do it, but that's when you 10x your efforts the next day. You know what I mean? Just because you get up 6 and you're not getting any hits on them and stuff, and then you're just getting discouraged and you're like, well, host to post doesn't work. Well, first of all, don't ever say that because that's why it's not working. And second of all, go get 10 more because I promise you that if you just keep going, no matter what, it's going to all come together. If you are working your mindset, you're journaling, and you're putting in the work, it is going to happen for you. There is nothing in any of us or any top leader that you don't have inside of you. You just have to cultivate it and focus on it and bring that into your life. Manifest what you need, and I promise that it will happen for you. Another thing that I want to talk about is like how you show up in life. You know what I mean? Like get up every single day and just set out your goals. Write what you want to accomplish in the day. Make your bed first thing in the morning so that you start every day with a win and then go from there. Don't spend hours on your phone scrolling through and not getting any work, because then at the end of the day, you're going to be like, wow, I spent 18 hours on my cell phone today and I didn't enroll anybody. Well, did you spend 18 hours reading about some crazy girl down the street arguing with her boyfriend, or did you message 500 people today? You know what I mean? Think about what you're actually doing. Are you doing income producing activities? Because I am really good about not doing income producing activities. And all of a sudden I'm like, I haven't enrolled a customer in 3 days. What is going on with me? But I can always look at, if I want to be realistic with myself and think about it, like I can tell, you know? So as long as you are working every single day and putting in the effort and working your mind, like growing your mindset, you will get there. Be very intentional about interacting with people. Nobody is going to want to jump in and buy products from you if you never talked to them before and you're super spammy and you're not nice to them, you know? I don't suggest telling people their babies are cute if you don't think they are. No, I'm just kidding. But anything, you know what I mean? It's so, how nice is it for somebody to go and be like, you look gorgeous today. Your skin is glowing, you know? I love that shirt. Where'd you get it? Like people, there's so many negative people in the world. They aren't trained like we are to grow our mindset and be nice to people. And so when people come to them and do that, they're gonna be like, wow, this girl is really sweet. I like her. And then they're gonna follow you. And then eventually everyone needs more money. Eventually they're going to either join your team, buy products, you know, it's a process. You know what I mean? You can't jump in and expect to have 8 million followers that want to do everything you're doing. You know what I mean? But as long as you're consistent and work hard at it, like it's not that there's a secret to it. It's being consistent and knowing where you're going. Have your chart out. Know, you believe that I know down to the 1 BV exactly where I need it, where it's going to go, how I'm going to get it, what I need every single day to get there. I have not only my chart, I have every single person on my team's chart right here, right next to me. And I look at them every single day. And so, no, I haven't signed a customer today, but that's okay because I know that they're going to come in tomorrow. Like, my mindset is so 100% that I am a diamond. There is literally no way. I'm telling all of you right now, I will be a diamond this month because I have made up my mind and I show up every single day, and no matter what, it is going to happen, period. So, let me read over here. Oh, and the other last thing that I have over here is that I did not have any sort of like really strong belief in myself or felt like I had any sort of leadership skills at all whatsoever when I jumped into this. These Zooms still make me really nervous. I literally texted Mariah when we started on this and I was like, I'm so nervous. The thing is that if you are willing to show up and put in the work, it's crazy how much it grows. Just like, like cultivating the perfect distributors. If you cultivate yourself and work every day, like, you're going to turn into a leader. I still have days where I don't believe in myself at all. But y'all, when I first met Mariah, I thought she was like some golden unicorn. Like, I was so nervous to even talk to her. And now she's one of my best friends. And I tell you what, that girl believes in me 110%. She believes in my leadership. She's like, you're getting on the Zoom. And I was like, okay, well, don't you dare let me chicken out. You know what I mean? And so if you struggle in the belief area, do your self-development and reach out to one of us, because I'm telling you, I 100% believe in you. And Mariah 100% believes in you. You can do this. There's nothing that you cannot do. The only thing standing in your way is you. So show up every single day, put in the work, and that's all I got.
That's fantastic. I love it. I don't even know where to pick up now, but I love what you're talking about with belief, because I think it's so important as a leader. And when you become a leader, as soon as you have a single distributor under you, you automatically are now a leader, whether you are like a grade A, like leader boss, or whether you are an emerging leader and you have to learn. But I think one of the strongest things you can have when you become a leader is the ability to believe in someone more than they believe in themselves. There's so many of you guys, specifically on my team, I talk to you guys a lot more than I do everyone else, but so many of you that we talked earlier this month, and we were sitting down on one-on-ones on Zooms and all that, and you're like, oh, I'm going to go Ruby. And I was like, no, you're going to go Emerald. And we've been able to talk through things. I mean, Emily, you're on freaking all Zooms, all everything. You show up for everything. She's like, okay, well, I want to go Ruby. And I was like, okay, well, let's just go freaking Diamond. And so we're just keep pushing. And it's the fact that you don't always have to have the answers. I don't always have the answers. I don't always believe in myself. When I was going Diamond, I gave up and I quit. I was like, I'm not going Diamond this month. Like, I'm just not doing it. And my upline, Katie, she looks, well, I guess she's my upline accounts, but Katie, she looks over and she just texts me and she's like, suck it up, you're going Diamond. I was like, okay. And so you don't have to have the belief. We don't believe in ourselves. There's not every day that I believe in myself. There's not every day that I think I'm a good leader. Guys, leadership is a grown attribute, okay? I still shake when I talk sometimes. And I talk nonstop. You guys know it. I love to run my mouth, but it still makes me nervous. But the thing is I'm doing it anyway. The thing is I'm showing up anyway. The thing is I'm believing in people when they tell me their goals, and I'm like, dude, that's so big it scares me. But you know what? I'm going to believe in you with all of my heart, because we are all capable. There is no box around you. There is nothing holding you in place. There is nothing saying that you can't break the chains of anything holding you. There is nothing to say you can't double promote, triple promote. There's nothing to say that you can't change your life. There's nothing to say that what you came from is where you're going and what is going to define you. There is nothing in you, in your way, standing behind you, holding you down. There is nothing that you can't break through, walk past, and change everything. You just have to decide. Guys, I'm nothing magical. I came from crap. Like, I grew up in poverty. We were evicted. We were homeless. We went to a food kitchen instead of a grocery store. I had like nothing. And I decided to make something of myself. I decided that I knew how to work hard and I knew how to love and care about people. And that's all I needed in life. And I was going to take that and I was going to turn it into a future. And you guys can do the same. But if you write yourself out, you will not go past that level. You have to determine whether or not you are going to do it. You have to determine whether or not you can do it. I can sit here all day and I can tell you I believe in you. I can sit here all day and tell you you were created for more, that you were created for greatness, that God crafted you for a life of abundance. But if you don't believe it, you are not going to reach that level. So I challenge you tonight to really let that sink in, and let it sink in the fact that you have it all. You have everything it takes. I don't care how far you are from your goal. I don't care how much volume it means you need each day the next 9 days. I don't care how scared you are. I don't care how unworthy you feel. All I know is that if you believe in yourself, you decide right now that you're going to do whatever it takes, that you are going to sleep less, that you're going to get up early, that you're going to do the host to post, that you're going to do the personal development, that you're just going to freaking believe in yourself for just 9 days. Like, come on, guys. I know it's hard. I know we like to doubt ourselves. I know we put ourselves in these boxes in chains that we can't, we're not enough. But for 9 days, I challenge you to break it off. For 9 days, I challenge you to step out onto who you can be, the future you want to be. Show up as her for 9 days. Commit everything to your business for 9 days, and you will hit your promotion. You will hit your goals. Matter of fact, you're going to blow them out of the water, because you can do hard things. You can do the hard things. You can hit those goals. You can do whatever you want, but you've got to decide. I can't do it for you. Your upline can't do it for you. Your downline and your team can't do it for you. Your customers can't do it for you. You have to do it for you. You have to show up for you. I'm so excited. I'm all pumped up now, but I'm so excited for the rest of this month. 9 freaking days, okay? 9 days. That means we're going to have one more of these calls, like right before the end. So 9 days that we're going to push super hard. We're going to hit our goals, and then we're all going to freaking throw a party and celebrate on here. I don't know what we're going to do, but it's fine, because we're going to celebrate, because it's going to be awesome, because you were all promoting. Okay? Okay. Deal done. All right. Okay, so I hope you guys have a great rest of your night, and I do want to challenge you before going to bed to go do a task. Like, it's so nice to get pumped up on a Zoom and be like, yeah, I can do this. And then you get off and you go to bed and you get up tomorrow and you're like, okay, so it's Tuesday. No, screw it. We're doing it tonight. Go find a task. Go get 10 hosts to post up, 5 hosts to post up, message 30 people, follow up with 20 people. I don't care what it is. I don't care how big it is or how small it is. Go do an action. Leave this Zoom and do some form of action that is going to push your business closer to your goal. I love you guys, and I'm so proud of you, all of you, for showing up and for pushing, and big things are coming this month. All right, have a good rest of your night.